Total Pro Sports presents 20 Facts You Probably Didn't Know About Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning may go down as the greatest NFL athlete to ever live. The Sheriff won 5 NFL MVPs, a league record, while getting to the Super Bowl with 4 different coaches. Even though the name Manning is synonymous with football lore, there's a lot you don't know about the best Manning to ever play football. Here are 20 things you probably don't know about Peyton Manning. Number 20, the third Manning. Even though Peyton and his brother Eli set tremendous legacies in the NFL, much like their father Archie, there was almost a third Manning brother in the NFL. The oldest brother, Cooper, was a star wide receiver in high school. But before he was set to begin playing at the University of Mississippi, spinal stenosis ended those dreams. Just imagine if there was a quarterback-receiver-brother combination. Number 19, his hometown became an enemy. Although Manning was born in New Orleans and his dad played for the Saints, one stain on Manning's career came at the hands of the city he grew to love. Oddly enough, the New Orleans Saints handed his Colts a Super Bowl 44 loss, thanks to Tracy Porter's interception. Number 18, thanks John. Manning didn't really have much of a nickname for most of his career, unlike most superstar professional athletes. However, that all changed when Monday Night Football announcer John Gruden called him the Sheriff, thanks to his ability to make quick defensive reads and adjustments. Number 17, he can run. People seem to laugh when Peyton Manning runs for touchdowns. If he ever does, they tend to be one-yard quarterback sneaks or play-action fakes. However, Manning actually scored a 33-yard touchdown against the Buffalo Bills back in 2001 and looked as fast as Michael Vick doing it. Number 16, he hates the Manning Bowl. Even though NFL fans have enjoyed seeing the two brothers go at it, Manning has never enjoyed facing off against his brother. After their September 2013 matchup, Manning said he was glad it was over with, along with his family, and that he wouldn't make it to age 41 the next time they're scheduled to meet. Number 15, what choker? Even though fans like to call the Sheriff a choker in clutch situations, no NFL quarterback has more career game-winning drives or comeback victories. Those include the 2006 AFC Championship game, the 2009 AFC Championship game, and his only Super Bowl title. Think again, haters. Number 14, oh boy, Cleveland. Unfortunately, we can't help but add the Cleveland Browns to this list. Not as a fact of embarrassment to the struggling franchise, but just how dominant Peyton had been for years. Once Manning threw his 500th career touchdown during the 2014 season, he officially tied the Cleveland Browns, whose quarterbacks combined for 500 touchdowns from 1983 to 2014. Number 13, 32 victims. Manning remains one of the only players in NFL history to beat all 32 NFL clubs. Of course, some players have or never will accomplish this feat by sticking to one team their whole careers. Manning, along with Brett Favre, beat all 31 teams before taking down the Indianapolis Colts, his former squad, in the opening game of 2014. Number 12, Houston, we've got a problem. The Houston Texans have been Manning's favorite prey. He has thrown 48 career touchdowns against them. That's more than any other team he has faced. Of course, it helps when you play them twice a season, which he did with the Colts, but it's amazing how he victimized them like no other club. Number 11, Panther problems. Though with the NFL schedule rotation and only being able to play them every 4 years, the Carolina Panthers are the one team you can say have had Manning's number over the years. That's because he's thrown 5 touchdowns against them, the least of any other team. Number 10, passing the torch. Before Peyton Manning became the all-time touchdown leader, Brett Favre was the all-time leader. Before Favre, it was the amazing Dan Marino. Here's a fun fact to tell your friends. Manning actually threw his first career touchdown against the Dan Marino-led Miami Dolphins in 1998. Number 9, Peyton's prime time. Manning has always dominated on national television. He has 38 career touchdowns on Monday Night Football and 38 on Thursday Night Football. Given how each team usually gets just one of each year, that's something he has every right to brag about. Number 8, cold weather is a myth. Enough of the talks that Peyton Manning cannot play well under freezing temperatures. November and December, which tend to be two of the most coldest months of any given year, are actually Manning's favorite months. He's thrown the most touchdowns of his career in both of those months. Number 7, aging like a fine wine. In some ways, Manning has gotten better with age. He had 33 touchdowns in his age 24, 33, and 34 seasons. He had 37 in his age 36 season, 55 in his age 37 season, an NFL record, and 39 in his age 38 season. Number 6, Roger That Marshall. Marshall Faulk is widely considered one of the greatest rushers of all time, but you probably didn't know that he and Peyton Manning played a year together in '98. Manning actually threw 4 touchdowns to Faulk that year. Oh, what could have been if the Colts had held on to him. Number 5, Sweet 16. College football numbers aren't retired as often as NFL numbers, but Manning did more than enough at Tennessee for them to honor him. He wore number 16 with the Volunteers and they retired his number. That's what over 11,000 yards, 89 touchdowns, and a 39-6 record will do for you. Number 4, could have been a Ram. Manning completed his BA in Speech Communications in 1997 and was expected to be the NFL Draft's first selection, which the St. Louis Rams held. However, Manning shocked many by opting to play his senior year at Tennessee, therefore giving the Rams Orlando Pace instead of the franchise icon. Number 3, his rival loves him. Even though Tom Brady said Manning was almost done in leaked emails in 2015, he actually has nothing but praise for Manning. The two rivals are actually close friends in real life, and Brady said that Manning is the greatest all time and that it helps him get better by learning from the greatest. It's nice that the two rivals can be such good friends. Number 2, Battle of the Picks. Everyone knows how the 1998 draft went down. Peyton Manning versus Ryan Leaf. Both were going to be franchise-saving quarterbacks. The Colts took Manning first overall, while the Chargers took Leaf second, and he ended up being a huge bust. However, Manning's first ever NFL win actually came against Leaf in his rookie season, a 17-12 victory. And number 1, he caused the playoffs rant. We haven't ever heard of anyone or anything mentioning this, but remember Jim Mora's playoffs rant about his Colts back in 2001? Following a disgusting 40-21 home loss to the San Francisco 49ers? Yeah, Manning was the quarterback of that team. He threw 4 interceptions which caused Mora to go on his epic rant. Luckily for Peyton, no one remembers his terrible game, but rather the meltdown his coach had. And that's it for 20 facts you probably didn't know about Peyton Manning. But wait, we're not done with you yet. In the comments below, we want to know, what are your favorite Peyton Manning moments, either publicly or on the field? And for more cool videos, click subscribe.